Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Beaumont Weekly. In this episode...
Where's the joist?
Have you brought the money?
So that's why I'm here, to come meet the council, just establishing ourselves in that point of authority. Yeah, this roof there, let's do some remedial works to the roof, just to raise the pitch a little bit, building sure we're happy with it.
Pushing on, we're getting there.
If you're new to the channel, then we are property developers based in the UK, and this is a 7-bed HMO that's coming to completion now. And we basically document everything we do every week, behind the scenes of what it's like to run this kind of business, construction, development, services, lettings, and all of that. So make sure you enjoy, subscribe. We are going to a buy-to-let viewing. It's one of these. Hopefully it's not that sold one. Pretty sure it's this one here. Standard little 2-bed terraces. We like these ones for the buy-to-lets because generally you can pick them up quite cheap and they rent for quite similar levels to the 2.5, 3 beds. But you're not having to pay as much on the acquisition. Obviously the uplift on the back end is not as high either, but all in all it's just better to have a lower capital outlay relative to the rental income on the back end because that will be reflected in the mortgage cost as well. We are in a town we love very much and we're very close to the town centre. There's like these little coal mining streets that are right here just off the town centre and they're perfect, they rent all day long. So let's have a look. Hello. Immediately, it's a little bit of a slope there, but that's fine. Historical stuff. Small, very small, but that's fine. For these little 2-bed ones, rent for about 600 odd a month, something like this. Keep all the breasts in, all that fun stuff. Do you strip the wallpaper? Do you keep it on where it's intact? Redeco throughout. Could you paint over some of the wallpaper? Some of it needs coming off. Skirts, joinery, doors, front door's all right. A little bit of pointing on the front to do. Ceiling's all right. Lights. Looking for electrics. Get a sense of how old the electrics are. Might be all right actually. Might be all right.
Can I just ask you two lads, have you brought the money?
To buy it?
Yeah.
Cash?
Yeah.
Not today. Not today, mate. That's seen better days, isn't it? Rustique. Got a bit of a sweep up in the yard. These are the old coal sheds. This is a new 2-story extension. This will be within the last few decades. Have a go inside. I mean, does it need a new kitchen or can you fix it up? No, you can't fix it up. This is, yeah. Sometimes you can potentially salvage the carcasses, but I actually don't think this should be the kitchen. I think this should just be a little utility room, functional utility room. Kitchen then in here. Put the kitchen in here, probably sink some units in here, maybe worktop cooker there. Note the height of the plugs. That means it's likely a new rewire, so we shouldn't have to rewire it. Boiler, thank you. New flooring throughout because flooring's not great. Oh, we might have a loft conversion here. Interesting. Let's see. Sammy sourced this one, so I've not seen anything on it. I've just showed up. Sammy's done the DD on it. It's actually a newish boiler, so should be able to retain that boiler. What we do when we do these viewings now, get key photos of any areas of concern. Boiler, consumer unit, roof, and just anything else that should be picked up. And then construction costs are over that, just whilst we're putting together the feasibility costs. Coming through here, we'll look at that after, that's quirky. Bathroom, perfect. We'll just rip out the sanitary, redo it, new tiles, things like that. So basically, brand new bathroom fittings. There's a vape. Oh, that's wicked. Yeah. Okay, I was expecting there to be stairs here based on the slant of the ceiling. Maybe there is. There might be, it might have been blocked off. Don't know why they do that though. Loft hatch there, okay. There is no loft conversion, at least not one that's gonna be usable. Damp coming through there, probably just the guttering, or maybe some slip tiles. Just that alone makes me think provision for roof works, which means scaffolding. We'll get a look from the back street as well. This is questionable. I think we'll have to factor in new stud wall going here because that is a bedroom. That's a fine bedroom, but it's like a kid's room. There's the master bedroom, new bathroom. So if we're thinking through it top of head here, but bear in mind, I'll get a clean walkthrough video of the whole thing of providing commentary. And that combined with the photos I've got on the notes means we can then use our cost calculator. That's basically, we've turned it into like a tick box exercise to see exactly what itemized costs there'll be to refurb this into a 2-bed buy-to-let. But have a look at this as well though. This is what's spooking me out a bit. So got this slant here. Okay, no, it's just a slant of the roof. Sad. Thought there might be a loft. But yeah, definitely new floors, full redeco, new floor downstairs, so pulling up that laminate. We could maybe carpet over the laminate. New kitchen, new bathroom, boiler seems all right. Wiring's good, that's okay. Damp there, provision for some roof works, bit of pointing on the front, all glazing seems all right. Potential new stud wall here. Cool, so I'll go capture all of this now on a video, a detailed video. That then goes to the client as well, so they're aware of exactly the works that we are expecting at this stage. We then do a second follow-up survey as it's going through conveyancing, just to lock in those costs. But usually we're there and thereabouts and pick up everything on the first viewing. So all good, like this one. I think we'll lodge an offer, see if we can pick it up. We've done 4 buy-to-lets so far, and we've got 2 investors coming through doing some buy-to-lets as well. So happy days. If you want to do buy-to-lets, guys, we offer it as a hands-off service. You need a minimum of 100 grand. Click the link in the description. You can see more details about free case studies that we've done for past performance. Then you can book a call with our investment team and we'll onboard you as a client. It's Mr. Sean next to Mr. J. But Jay's locked in. Jay's locked in. We don't distract. Jay's locked in. So we're with Sean and we're going through the new podcast setup stuff, which I spoke about for a while, where we want to be increasing the output of content this year to really grow the podcast and subsequently the Ground Up Network. So make sure you go subscribe to the Ground Up podcast if you haven't already. So we've brought Alex on board now. Alex is one of my old friends who does production, video stuff, loads of stuff with his company. And he's now going to be taking on the main podcast production and upload, as in the actual podcast video itself, sticking out Spotify, YouTube, doing that high level stuff, and then do one promotional reel for that then goes onto socials, that then alleviates Sean to do more output on the back end so we can get more deliverables out the way. Sean will manage all the social media scheduling and then produce 6 high quality shorts each week. Then adding on the promotional reel Alex will do, that gives us 1 high quality short going out every single day. And the benefit of Alex is he can bring in from his business a whole load of presets and things like that he knows how to build that can then help Sean with the speed on delivering those. Then we can ideally start producing more than that. In an ideal world, we'd be releasing 2 to 3 shorts a day across all platforms. It just seems to be the optimal amount where you don't get diminishing returns on engagement and viewership. Effectively, it will mean we're increasing quality and output by introducing another manpower to the back end of the podcast. So all good stuff. It's all part of our plan to grow this podcast this year. I want to get to 10,000 subscribers as quick as we can, because that seems to me to be like a good number for the niche that the podcast is currently operating within. But we also want to scale that out to businesses more generally as well, to get more business people on the podcast as well as property centric people. We think we can get the podcast to, millions of subscribers in the long term, but initially is that 10,000 goal that we want to get to. But it's all good, all positive. Getting really good feedback on the podcast. People really enjoying it, tuning in every week. And we're trying to offer as much value as we can. So make sure you go and subscribe. We're going to deep dive this, get Sean set up on all the systems and softwares on the back end so that he knows what he needs to do each week. And then we run it with autonomy. Should be straightforward. It's different doing the podcast to doing what Jay does with the Bow Partners. Yes, there's systems, yes, there's a format, but every week's different. Whereas with the podcast, it's the same format of content. It's the same kind of production line that needs to be done. So yeah, that's good. And then from a business standpoint, obviously doing this is creating an ecosystem of noise and value that we're offering out into the wider network and online sphere, that's then feeding into investors having more touch points with us and property people having more touch points with us, and just establishing ourselves in that point of authority. That is the modern day social media game that you need to play. And it takes a lot of work, a lot of resources and a lot of thought and creativity to get this stuff working at scale, so it's actually producing returns for us. And we're already seeing it working. We have investors who follow the podcast who then love us as well, because we're a part of this network of guys who are property developers and things like that. It's all returning revenue to our business.
One of our managers took the key with him, so we couldn't get in the front. We'll go through the back. Oh, you just got done. What are you doing on top of that? Where's the joist? Oh, the big one's under, yeah? What, you f***ed another one up? As you can see here, the boys, in the middle of the winter months, have got the tops off. The big hard men, what they're doing, we're going to build this warm roof structure. So we'll ply deck the top of that. And you can see here, this is taking the load, put another ply deck over the top. We'll put the insulation between that and another ply on the top. Doing it this way, we drop the timbers on the inside of the wall so you don't have a massive soffit detail. That's how we do it. Not soffit, fascia detail. Soffit's a return. Where he works just so, but he gets on all right. We'll go through. The only bit to plastering to do is this area and in that area, and obviously we'll get the rendering done at the same time. The boys just sort of occupied this space. And you can see all the door linings are now in though, which is nice for this area. We've got one to put in here. The joiners are on site, exactly what you see here. Got framing out to do, get the catches with boards, stuff like that. Again, all the door lining nice and in. Stop lats are loosely installed in position. We've jiffied it out and angled it up. Set and fix electrics are done. Bathrooms are on site. The bathrooms are going in Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can hear the joiners. Oh, the plumbers are here with the MC yard. Stomping. Have the joiners been on site?
They were yesterday.
Not today. Like I say, we'll load the bathrooms into one area, then just work one room at a time.
That's what we're doing. Yesterday we come in, but the joiners were plying the floors.
Ideal, boys. Right, as we can see here, yes, plumbers are cracking on. All the door lines are in, which is nice. I say scaffolds now up so we can catch these bays in. Electrics again, all in position. Need the bedsides, still need to go on. But there's an opening behind that we need to sort out. Boys are on with the bathrooms, door lines are in. Yeah, it's lovely. All these loft rooms nice. Realistically, you could lobby and get 2 rooms out of each one of these. But then obviously because of this site, then we'd be falling into the realms of planning permission. Not worth it. So obviously we've already got 6 beds with this. But it's very good, very nice. Like I say, we normally do a loft conversion and extension on most things. There's always structural involved. We need to starting it faster. We just had a bit of a backlog. Other than that, we're getting there. Plumbers and joiners will be on site the next couple of weeks. I've got a plasterer back in tomorrow to catch them last 2 rooms. So the roof will be watertight today and get all the feeds pulled through while he's plastering that room. Then he'll quick through, so he'll be there 3-4 days. That's the full building released and tidy then. Get these Velixes in over the weekend as well. Now all the trim room work's been done. That's it for here, gang. We're pushing on, we're getting there.
I just need to get that back in. It was supposed to drop still so off the day, but I think because of the rain, it's gone.
It is wet. We were just having a look at the roof there to do some remedial works to the roof, just to raise the pitch a little bit. Building control happy with it. Angle the pitch back down, but that will be a kitchen once it's done. Stevie smashing it. He's getting there, mate. He's getting there. Yeah, most of this is pretty much done. It's just flooring, and then there's all this stuff to distribute around the property, like the kitchen, basically in here, and some of the bedroom units as well. But other than that, I mean, pretty much all our first and second fix is done. Decoration is pretty much done. Upstairs is carpeted, and then we've got little worktops there and desks there that we'll build in. Last bits of skirts and joinery for the kitchen. I won't go up there, but yeah, we're carpeted all the way up and throughout. So top done. Down here, last bits to do. Mostly that reveal outside, roof, kitchen area, flooring, desks, furniture. So we're probably 3 weeks out, I reckon. 7-bed HMO. Might need a new front door as well, actually. Not sure about that. Right, here we are. Behind me is the town hall where the council are for Darlington. And I am about to go in a meeting with the council members just to discuss some of the projects we've got in the town. Got a lot through planning here, a lot of apartments in delivery. And obviously we run a big service apartment building in the town centre, which we're expanding across the road to add another 11 service apartments. There's one building we've got that we've kind of mothballed for a bit, and it's just sort of parked there. And some kids keep attacking it. So we need to upgrade the security on it, and just working with the police on figuring out the best way to secure the building. So that's why I'm here, to come meet the council, just talk about projects, talk about progress, show face, good to keep the rapport going, and just talk about some of the projects and nuances in particular. I don't know why they went for such a brutalist building, but it is pretty stunning inside. Of course, council get the best of the best. And just so you know, just over there, see that glass building just there? That's where the UK Treasury is, and they're building just behind this building. There's a big site where they're putting the new headquarters for the Treasury as well. Huge glass facade building, looks stunning, and that's going to get thrown up at the summer of this year, actually, summer of this year. They just finished a railway museum as well, and they're working on some other projects in the town just to improve the town quality, which obviously we're happy about, and I'll catch up with them in the meeting on as well. In fact, 2 of the big projects they're doing, we have properties that we're neighbours of. One of them is our service department building. The neighbouring one, they are turning that into serviced offices, so they need to speak to us and get our permissions for access for scaffolding and things like that, which would be great for our service departments to have that building refurbished. And then the other one is an HMO we've got near the train station, where they're demolishing the neighbour that abuts up to the party wall. So yeah, we're quite intertwined with this council. But anyway, I'm gonna go to the meeting, see how it goes. Cool. So in this project now, we are 3 weeks from completion. You know, we've got all of our worktops here for all the desks. Kitchen units are all piled up in here. It's just the flooring here now. You can see we've got the flooring going on upstairs. So all the upstairs is pretty much done. It is just the ground floor extension bit. Building control made us raise the pitch of the offshot extension outside the back. It's only by a couple of courses of bricks, but it just means pulling back the battens and lifting it. Kind of annoying that they've made us do that. Holding up progress on this one right now. But yeah, 3 weeks time, should be done. Certified, handed over to lettings, and we're making money. Thanks for watching the episode. Subscribe. Big love. See you soon.